video games wire the brain for addiction. And it almost inevitably goes from video game to porn addiction. It's the similar thing happening in their head.
Well, any addiction can more easily connect to another addiction. That's the main point. Not that you're going to, but that it's the same type of wiring, and so it's easy to switch from one addiction to another.
But with the thousands and thousands of young men I worked with, it was the easiest thing for them to be addicted to games when they were boys, and as soon as they hit puberty, that addiction went to pornography. And it was just an absolute wrecking ball to their lives. And that came out through lots of conversations. I didn't come to that conclusion. It came out talking to them. I'm like, well, how did this happen? They're like, well, I was addicted to these games, usually Minecraft or something seemingly harmless. And then I just went to porn. And it's an absolute wrecking ball. And I'm still working with men every day who are still trying to recover from these things. Like, it is so destructive. And so when you get in deep into what it's doing to the brain, and you guys should read The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. He walks through what's happening in the brain. And so you'll understand the wiring and what's going on in the brain.
Well, because in many ways, that's one of the key challenges with the games. It's not that the games are necessarily inherently bad, but it's how the brain is being wired.
Which is why, this comment here that's like, oh, well, as long as it's not with other people, then it's completely innocent. No, it's not. The way it's wiring your brain is super destructive.
Can be.
Super destructive.
We'll
have two voices here. From everything I've read and seen, it is very destructive.
Because your brain, we were just talking about this the other day, your brain creates these kind of superhighways within them. And if the superhighway is wired to playing games, and this was one of the major points of some of the research we read, if it's wired to that, like with Minecraft specifically with my own kids, and my kids said this to me, they used to love to go outside and play in the mud and build forts and everything. And they're like, now that we played Minecraft, we can't think of anything else. This was all when they were probably like 8, 9, 10, 11, I don't know. They were in tears telling me, we used to want to go outside and now we just want to play Minecraft and we think about Minecraft all the time. It hijacks your brain. The levels of dopamine that are occurring in games is insane. So it's creating a false dopamine baseline. So now, instead of you finding joy in throwing a rock or skipping rocks across the lake, you have to have the game because it has a higher dopamine hit. That's part of the problem. It makes it more difficult for you to enjoy life because the game has such high dopamine hits. And that's one of the reasons.
So you can go to Andrew Uberman's podcast. He's an expert on the dopamine effects in the brain, and he'll walk through all that too. And he talks about video games and porn.